May 13th, 2008. That's the day I started working at Hungry Howies. October 2nd, 2023. That's the day I stopped working at Hungry Howies. I just wanted to make this video so that I can get my memories documented to where I won't forget them. I just wanted to go over some things as far as what Hungry Howies meant for me. And yeah, I just want to get it off my chest. I started back in 2008, and it was a tough time for me and my sister and my mother. We were both taking care of my mother, who was bedridden, and I hadn't worked for a year and a half. So I decided one day to just go out and apply at places. And the first place I applied to was actually Hungry Howies. I remember that night I got a call from this lady with a very heavy accent. I could barely understand her. Her name was Grace. And from what I gathered from the phone call, she wanted me to come in for an interview, which I did. And I essentially got the job. Not knowing that that day would be the beginning of me getting a second family. Getting a group of people who accept me for me. I was in a dark spot. I felt alone. I felt like I didn't have any family. And then not knowing that one of the guys that runs the place, Alex, not knowing that he would become like a brother to me for life. Not knowing that Grace would become a second mother for me. I'll start with Alex, I guess. Alex has one of the biggest hearts of anybody I've ever met in my life. But it can also be the biggest asshole. I remember one time, I was there for maybe 2 to 3 months. And I had no heat at my house because we couldn't afford the gas bill. And I was just talking about that. He says he's got to run an errand. He comes back with 2 heaters for me and my family. He didn't want any money back. He didn't want me to pay him back. He just felt like he needed to do it, and he did. He's a great guy who I can never thank enough for everything he's done for me. I can never thank him enough for the person that he is. I've been blessed to be a part of his life. He's invited me to every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every holiday. He invited me to his wedding in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and paid for it. He truly is one of the best friends I've ever met. He is truly family. And I know that we'll be tight and close till the day we die. Now I'll move on to Grace. Grace is a great woman. Stubborn sometimes. She likes to do things her way. If you don't do it, she'll stick a foot right up your ass. But she tells you how it is. Her English has gotten so much better, I can understand her now. We had a little problem at the beginning because I mumble. And she had a very heavy accent. And Alex couldn't understand country people. So if anybody called with an accent, I had to take the call. But with Grace, she's always been there for me. We've had our fights. I've been on her shit list. But somehow I've managed to get off the shit list. And she truly is like a mother to me. I love you, Grace. You know that. You and John Paul. John Paul was the owner when we first opened up. And I gotta thank you too, John Paul, because without you, that store would not go on. I know the first 5 years were tough. We were slow. I know that you were having to put your own money into that store. And without you, we would not have made it past year 1. And I want to thank you for that. You truly are a great man. You're funny. You're just a special guy. And I've always felt like you've welcomed me into your life too. And I thank you for that, because without you, Hungry Howies in Malden would have never existed. And it would not have succeeded without you. Sebastian, he's another one that used to work there. That's Alex's brother. I met him. He was a baby. He was like 22 maybe. Barely able to drink. He's like another brother to me as well. Great guy. He never did work. He would show up, but he wouldn't work. But here's a picture of him actually doing pans, if you could believe it. I had to take the picture because no one would believe me if I didn't. He's grown up to have a great family, a beautiful family. He's got 2 beautiful daughters. Hernan's another one. It's Alex's stepson, Patty's son. Thank you too, Patty, for putting up with everything. I love you, idiota. But Hernan's another one. I've seen this kid go from a 14-year-old kid when I first met him to now he's I don't know how old you are, Hernan, but like 28, 29, I think. He's got a beautiful daughter. He's got a good job now. He's grown up, because when I knew him, he smoked weed all the time. He might still do that now, just saying. But he's grown up a lot. He's another one that's like a brother to me. Matt, brother from another mother. If you were to meet Matt, you would think he has special needs. And I don't mean that in a making fun way. He's sheltered is a word I would say when I first met him. I had to teach him a lot of things. But Matt truly is a special person as well. He's been in my life for, it's got to be 12 years now. We talk almost every week. Even when we don't talk, we still catch up with each other whenever we can. He's a great guy. He's got a beautiful wife. He's starting his own family. But just know when I say, Matt, I do love you too. You're my brother. Who else? And Steve and Melissa. I can't thank you guys enough either. You are always there for us. I know Alex thanks you too. Y'all are 2 loyal employees. Steve, 6 years. It's a long time, man. I appreciate you. Even though you're probably not going to like me saying stuff like this, but I love you too, bro. It's okay. And Melissa, thank you. You came in. You were always there for me when Alex was out or somebody was out. You were always the first one to volunteer. So I just want to thank you as well. You got a beautiful daughter. Can't wait to have lunch with you two. Make some more memories. But thank you guys, both of you. So many people when I think back on all the memories. Mariana, Mateo. I was at their wedding. It's the best man. Alex's wedding. Sebastian's wedding. So much has gone on over the years with Hungry Howies. When I say they accepted me as family, I just don't mean just them. Their entire family has accepted me for me. Mexico was one of the greatest weeks of my life. And I gotta thank Alex for that, for making that happen. And I met so many people. So yeah, if I'm missing anybody, I apologize, but a lot has happened in 15 years at Hungry Howies, and I would do it all over again. Because without Howies, all these memories couldn't have happened. My life is better because of you. I love all of you. I'll see all you guys soon. Thank you, Hungry Howies. Whew!